Hello, and welcome to, well, possibly the end of the continuing adventures of an old noob. Yep, unfortunately, I'm going to have to take a break on making content. That's harder to say than I thought. Let's start with where I am. I first started right there. Oops. You saw nothing. Yes, right there, making content. This was the first world that I did YouTube from, and I met some really nice guys here that I'd been playing with for quite a while. This was our third server together. Things happened. There was fire, a price war on iron, all sorts. So yeah, we started on this server, and it was really good. Myself and somebody else called Chocolatier, we decided we was going to give YouTube a go. Quite like a lot of people at the time. The reason was, for most people, anyway, was the pandemic. Yeah, all of a sudden, lots and lots of people had lots and lots of time to do something that they've always dreamed of doing, making content. Unfortunately, that wasn't why I did it. This is so difficult to do. Leading up to this, for a few years, I'd been suffering with a condition that, wow, that's ominous, with a condition that made my face swell to huge proportions. Just on the wide side, though, weirdly. Let's go somewhere else to talk about this. Well, here we are at my island base. That was my base on Authenticraft, and then became my base on my single player, because we just carried on our own once everybody else left. Kind of my thing, you know, killing SMPs. But anyway, yes, where was we? My face swelling, yes. Although this does look wonderful during the night, I think I'm going to turn the lights on. So my face swells to huge proportions, and what it means, as well as being quite painful, it also meant that, well, I couldn't really open and close my mouth that well. In fact, at all. It wouldn't be fully closed, and I wouldn't be able to open it anymore, so eating becomes difficult. I've been to many doctors over the time, and eventually especially saw me, and he gave me some x-rays and ultrasound, and even put some dye into my saliva ducts and followed them through x-ray. I don't recommend it, and what they found is my parotid saliva gland is broke, so they've got to do surgery to cut it all away, which I'm not particularly looking forward to be fair. The surgery comes with risks, and one of those risks is paralysis of the side of my face. Now, I never thought that I was vain in any way. I've never particularly bothered about the way I look, and a big juicy scar doesn't faze me at all. But one of the things I don't like is that I might lose my voice. You know, the way it sounds now. Because if half my face becomes paralysed, then I won't be able to form words the way I do now, because half my mouth won't work properly. And you may have noticed, because I've said it a few times now, that really scares me. So I wanted to record my voice in an interesting way, a way that was not so much, if you're listening to this, then my voice has probably gone terrible. I wanted it to be something that I'd enjoy watching, if I wanted to listen to it myself, or if my children wanted to. They're both gamers, you know. At one point, they both played Minecraft, so they might find this interesting. And no, probably not. But that was the whole point, you know, so people that know me could listen. And it was only meant to be for 4 episodes, you know, and then my surgery date was up a month after I started. I started in the March, went to have the operation in the April. But lockdown happened, and no operation. Hospitals stopped doing them. If it wasn't seemed as life-threatening, then no operation. And it's not life-threatening. So I carried on making content. And I got talking to other content creators when a friend of mine suggested that I get myself on Twitter. Yes, that's an extreme close-up, but a good time to say, check me out on Twitter. Yes, you know you want to. Meeting these fellow content creators led to me joining another SMP. Yes, we said goodbye to this world when we fell down this hole. Just like this. And we followed carrots going that way. Eventually, the tunnel comes out right here. Oh look, here's the box I left. With all my stuff in. Yes, we made it onto the Dinnercraft server. And just look at that. I am so proud of how this base turned out. Look at it. It's amazing. Yeah, I got asked to come onto an SMP halfway through their season. And I managed to make some really good friends. And I managed to make this. I forgot how nice it looks. How cool is that? Yeah, it's a little bit laggy because of all those, but it's so worth it. I had so much fun in the treehouse. And these nonsensical follies. Love them. And I really like that birch tree. There's something else that I did here that I would never have got the opportunity to. It's about this huge, massive, once it renders in, anytime now, tripod. Look at that. And this is still my most viewed video. Over 2,000 views at this point. What? Look at it. This was all built off camera as part of a storyline. And I'm so thankful I got to do this with Sev. It really is cool. I mean, that whole thing. Oh, yes. Screenshot it. Definitely. So yeah, life continued and I started making content and I think I just got better and better at it, showing off my skills of not only building, but also storytelling. And I really enjoyed my time here. And I've really enjoyed my time making content. As Dinnercraft was coming to an end, I was starting to be given lots and lots of opportunities to join other SMPs or other projects. In the back of my mind, though, was always the possibility that any day my operation might come about. I still went to consultations with my surgeon when I could, and it was always in the back of my mind. So a lot of the time, when people asked me to do something, I said no. It was so I didn't let them down, so we didn't get halfway through doing something and then all of a sudden I had to disappear. And I suppose saying no was another form of letting them down, but out of the two, I kind of felt it was the lesser evil. I really don't like letting people down, and I really don't like telling people I'm going to do something and then not do it. But 1.17 rolled around and there was still no word from the hospital when my surgery was going to be. So I let Sev sail me to new shores and we left Dinnercraft on that there ship. And that ship brought us to this wonderful place. This is my corner of the Daybound server. Yeah, Sev brought me onto Daybound, which was really kind of her. And there were some people already here from Dinnercraft and other people I'd already met from Twitter. And it's a really nice community. We have lots of fun on the server and we have lots of fun just talking to each other. It's really good. And our community is starting to grow, which I'm really looking forward to. Unfortunately, I won't be here to see it because my operation is probably happening as I speak. Yep, this is a scheduled video to be released at the moment I'm in the hospital. A recovery can take up to 6 weeks. And that's if I come out of it unscathed. Because they're going to cut into my face along the front of my ear and down my jaw. Which means that even if everything goes perfectly well, there's no wearing headphones for me anytime soon. And then there is the fact that it might not go so well. Because what started off as me recording my voice for prosperity actually become something that I really, really enjoy doing. Yeah, doing this Minecraft content creation, it's got its hooks into me. Like I've said, I've met some really fantastic people. And I even talk to people on social media, which is something I never do. And everybody I've met along this journey has been absolutely brilliant. It's such a great community. And I don't want to leave it. And I don't want to leave you guys that watch this. At the point of recording this, I have 218 subscribers. 218 of you subscribe to me. On average, my videos get something like 50 views, which I know is not a lot to some, but to me it means the world. This was just meant to be me waffling on so I could remember what I sounded like, so my kids can remember what I sounded like, so my mum and dad I remember what I sounded like. I didn't expect to make such good friends, to get 218 subscribers, have people watch and like my videos, and for people to even interact with me on Twitter. People I don't even know. I want to continue this journey. I really do. And in one form or another, I'm going to. That's a promise, whether you like it or not. I just don't know what that's going to look like. I mean, I hope and I pray that everything's going to be okay. And this was all just me being paranoid that something bad might happen and preparing for it, but at the same time made some positiveness come along. That was really hard to say, but you know what I mean. Thanks to this scary thing that's about to happen to me, something wonderful has happened. And I've met you guys, and I'm so thankful for that. And I want to continue making content for you to watch in whatever form it takes. Hopefully, it'll be with my voice as it stands now, or, maybe a subtle difference. But even if the worst comes to the worst, I've got some plans of things I'd like to do. But for now, please forgive me not making any content. I think recovery is going to be hard, and please bear with me while I get my head all around it. I do plan to do some updates on Twitter, so if you're interested, there's a link in the description if you want to follow me on Twitter and see how I'm doing and check in. I promise it's not going to be all doom and gloom. But thanks for watching this long-winded waffle of why I won't be making content anytime soon and why I started making it in the first place. I hope you've enjoyed the tour and saw some things of why Minecraft is such a great game. Not only for building with blocks, but for building relationships too. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now. Bye.